And I think there's another protest going on.
We left home to travel the world and brought work with us. Follow the journey as we immerse ourselves in cultures around the globe and inspire others to do the same.
We're Brandon and Erin. Subscribe and stay tuned.
It's before 4 a.m. and we're packing up to go to the airport, leaving Lima, heading to Santiago. Excited to be going to our new destination, even though it is Santiago during protests. See how this goes.
The only time we haven't seen traffic in Lima. Bye.
So we're at the Hanak Lounge, the Hanak VIP Lounge at the Lima Airport. They have freshly squeezed orange juice. They've got these really good potatoes randomly. That's like the only hot thing they have. And this lounge is huge. There's like 4 distinct different sections, 2 different floors. We're also here right after 5 a.m., so I don't think their selection is the best at that time, but it's good enough for breakfast for us. I'll rant later.
Brandon's unhappy.
They had a problem with our passports, so we had to wait while the entire line went by, and then we were like the last people to be on the plane.
They didn't see that we were leaving Chile, and I had our flight information on the way back. But for some reason, it took a little longer than it should have, so we were the last people to board.
Damas y caballeros, hemos cerrado la puerta de la aeronave. Por favor, asegúrese que sus...
We were nervous our bags wouldn't fit. Just trying to beat the people waiting for the elevator. Come on. Good morning from Panama City.
We're gonna have some mimosas. There's no good looking food here, unfortunately, but then we have a 6.5 hour flight to Santiago, Chile.
Santiago de Chile, las condiciones meteorológicas actuales indican nubosidad parcial, temperatura de 18 grados centígrados.
This airport is so big. We feel like we're in a maze. We just keep going down these very similar hallways with these walkways. How do we get out of here?
We've been walking for like 10 minutes with no end in sight.
So if you don't know what's been going on in Santiago, Chile, about 2 weeks ago, protests started in regards to the rise of metro fares. About a week ago, the protests started getting violent and riots were breaking out. Santiago was in a state of emergency. There was a curfew. Businesses were shut down.
The past couple of days, we were talking about whether we should come or not. It seemed like it was really bad last week, so we didn't want to put ourselves in a dangerous situation when it really wasn't necessary. However, in the last couple of days, things had calmed down, so we decided to go ahead and come, and we decided that we'd just lay low while we were here. So, Ren, what's going on?
I just heard some noise, and I think there's another protest going on. You see people with like signs and stuff. You basically just walk in the middle of the street here because they're all closed off with like tanks and military men, and it looks a little intimidating. We're just getting chips and beer and wine.
That's the bottles of wine. They were really cheap. I think they were like $5 each.
So our apartment is right over here, and in our complex there's a bunch of different little stores and shops. So we feel really safe here. There's a gate, and you have to have the security code to get in. Brandon is inside the one store that is open today because it's All Saints Day, getting us burritos.
We've been in Santiago for maybe 18 hours, and it's our second time at this burrito place. Look.
Oh, oh my god.
So we can't really see anything right now, but what we can hear in the background is like whistling and drums. I was telling Erin that I understand why in the American Revolution and Civil War they use drums to march with the people, because it really amps them up. When we hear drums, we run to the window because it sounds so intense, but we actually can't see anything going on. It's somewhere in the distance.
So we were watching and it looked like people were climbing on a bus, and then all of a sudden maybe a tanker or something came out with like 2 huge hoses, and we saw people like running. But I was saying right before that, if you didn't know there was a protest going on and you just heard, it would sound like it was some celebration, like a parade. But then when you see that there's police everywhere and military and barricades, you realize that it's not a celebration. With all of this insanity going on around us, the sun is going to set and it is beautiful. Senses are like overstimulated. There's so much noise going around and I want to feel so happy because there's like all this beauty, but then I also hear all these people being so angry. It's just like a mix of emotions going on. I don't understand. It's so beautiful. So this is our first day really leaving our apartment complex. Yesterday we left to go to a wine shop.
Right across the street.
I'm ready to kind of just get out of the work mindset and leave this area.
Yeah. Santiago, and we were met with some crazy sights. First of all, there's graffiti everywhere, all over statues. We crossed places on the road where you could tell it was burning like not too long ago because we could smell it. The traffic lights were out, shops were looted. It looked like, honestly, in like post-apocalyptic video games, how like there's graffiti everywhere, everything's torn apart. Kind of looked like that. It really made me think of like a Call of Duty game or something. It was insane. So once 3 o'clock hits and the protests start, we're getting out of here.
No graffiti here.
So we're at Patio Bella Vista, which everybody told us to come to, and I see why. It's like an outdoor mall, restaurant, bar type place. It's nice. What? We miss pizza.
So we are heading to Santa Rita Vineyard. It's about 45 minutes outside of Santiago, so it'll be nice to kind of get out of the city hustle and bustle, and we have a picnic set up.
So what's going on, Ren?
We got canceled on. I've never had this before. We got into the Uber and then he canceled on us. Pretty bizarre. He said it was too far away. made it to Santa Rita Vineyard, and this place is ginormous. Just driving through for a while, through all the vines. We're not even sure where we're actually going. I made a reservation for our picnic, so I think they're just getting it ready, but I don't know where we're gonna go. The grounds are so big. Our picnic will be ready in 20 minutes, so we're just gonna scout out some areas where we wanna set up shop. We have crackers, cheese, chips, some veggies, vegetarian sandwiches, one red and one white, real wine glasses with a little dessert, clementines, strawberries, water, and even a picnic basket. I'm so excited. So nice being in the sun. This is what I thought South America was going to be like. Warm sun, no clouds, vineyards, wine. I'm happy. I think we should go back in the shade though, because my pasty skin hasn't seen direct sunlight in a while.
Not such a bad view while we have a picnic. Oh, we're just enjoying our day, sitting under the shade now.
Cheers.
This has been just a lovely day, relaxing here. It's so quiet, beautiful, the weather is perfect. So we have one more day left in Santiago. Well, really just one more night, and then we leave tomorrow. We haven't really seen anything of Santiago, but again, the protests have sort of hindered our ability to go out and see things. So, you know, we've been kind of laying it low, but today has been perfect. I highly suggest if you come to Santiago, Chile, come to Santa Rita, get the picnic. It feels like we have the entire place to ourselves,
Yeah,
which
so
is
nice.
really nice. And although we wish we could have done more in Santiago, we're off to Puerto Montt tomorrow. Slowly arriving to the gate.
We can
We're
walk.
those
I don't
lazy
know
people
why we're
that
not walking. What?
In Panama?
That's bizarre.
Oh yeah, look at that. Stellar. Perfect. Feels really weird, like
You're naturally a really good mover. Honestly.
I'm pretty dizzy now.
My turn.